Hey Jammers, this is Sage with Animal Jam Reporter bringing you a walkthrough of the Phantom Portal, which is the second adventure on hard mode. So we're going to go through it here. And hopefully this will make it a little bit easier for you guys to figure out what you're looking for and where you're at. So first we're going to talk to Liza, and I'm just going to click the X button so I don't have to keep clicking OK. And we're going to come to our first section where our objective is to plug the phantom pipes to clean the river. So I always kind of come down first and go straight down here. There is a random plug that shows up in one of 3 places in hard mode. That is one of the 3 original places that it was in easy mode, so I'll show you where those are as well. So there's 3 areas kind of down, and then there's 2 areas that are always up top, and then there's the 1 random cork, so there's 6 corks altogether. Right here in this patch of grass is one of the random corks will sometimes show up there. If it doesn't, it'll be in the top section somewhere, and I'll show you where those are in just a minute. So I'm going to go over here to the right this time on the bottom. So the bottom section has a right, a left, and a middle. So I already got the one on the right, and now I'm going to get the one on the left, and I just kind of follow this purple, nasty, ugly water to find the pipes. And then I run over here and grab it'll either be there, it'll be right here in that bottom section, or it'll be down here. So it's always going to be in one of those little grassy areas if it's in the bottom, in the bottom middle. So I'm going to take my cork, and hopefully I won't have too many chasing me, and I will plug the last one over on this side. Oops, he got me. And I'm going to hide here. I thought I was going to hide here. He still got me. Alright, so now we're going to the top section. This patch of grass is one of the second locations that the random plug might be in. If it's not in these 2 spots, then it's going to be over the bridge, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So this is going to be the top left area. It could be anywhere in this little area. There's a patch of grass here, and then there's also a patch of grass over here that it could be in. So it's always going to be in one of those patches of grass. So I just kind of hide around, and that keeps them from chasing me all over the place. And plug that pipe. Now we're going to go up to the top, and there's always at least 1 plug up here somewhere. It's either in this patch of grass or in one of these 2 side pieces of grass in this little area. Okay, I only have 1 heart, so I'm not going to make it across, but I'm going to try. Huh? Okay, and here's the 3rd spot that random plug will be in. Remember I said it's across the grass, so I did manage to make it with my 1 heart. So I went ahead and plugged that one first, and then I'm going to come in here and plug this one, I hope, before they get me. Yeah, I got it. There we go. Alright, so we got all of our plugs in, and our water is now clean, so we're going to go and water some plants and some chompers to trap these phantoms until we get our key. So there's 2 up here on the top that you can easily get. And this one's right here. Oops. Usually the key is like in one of those first 2 ones that I just got rid of. So if it's not, just kind of wander around, kill some more of these guys. I'm not doing a good job of dodging them this time, but that's okay. I die a lot, and I don't really mind. It doesn't bother me. It's just kind of part of the game. There's no No bad thing in it. Sometimes it's actually a good shortcut. You'll see later. Alright, so one of the treasure chests in this area is right up here next to the waterfall. This one gives you 100 gems in hard mode. Now the treasure chests are in the same places on easy mode, they just give you a different amount of gems. Oh, and I'm lagging a little bit. I'll go ahead and grab some water. Next to this top water well, if you kind of go just a little bit, see there's like a little V in the trees. If you go straight down there, you will actually find another hidden area that a lot of people don't know about, where there is a treasure chest. This one has 50 gems in it. Just kind of wander back out here. Alright, and now I'm going to go over here. This is the area where the gate is going to be. I like to clear that one out before I get my key so that I don't have this guy chasing me. I always try and get rid of him pretty early on. And right down here is also where one of the treasure chests are. That one's 150 gems. So since I haven't gotten my key yet, I'm going to try and get, whoops, lagged there, try and get some of these guys trapped so that we can find the key. Oh, and there it is. Okay. So I'm not even going to worry about these other guys, but if you want the extra experience points, you can, keep trapping them and get more experience points. On the blog I did put, what the maximum of experience points you could get if you use all the traps and get everything that you possibly can, but I find that it's easier just to go through it a bunch of times, and the faster I get through it, the faster I end up getting experience points in the long run. So, oh, I forgot to put my other glove on. Here we go. You'll notice that I only did 10 points. Give me 1 second here and I'll show you something. Alright, I went ahead and put on my one of my better gloves. Each glove that you have gives you a different amount of points. A regular glove is still only 10. If you'll notice, this is the golden dragon glove. It's 35. Any of the golden gloves, like the golden dragon, lava, mummy, and legendary, they're all up there. They're the best ones that you can get right now. So I'm just clearing these out. It only takes 2 hits with the better glove on. So this is the first section that once again we have a random key location that is in the original easy mode location. So it'll either be up here in this grass area. If it's not, you can just kind of skip these little guys and you don't even have to worry about trapping them. So I always go there first. If it's not there, then I know it's in one of 2 other locations. Alright, this guy I drag over to this trap. Whoops, I ran too fast. Come on. Sometimes you gotta run a little slower. Alright, here you go, buddy. Alright, and then there's 2 other traps here that I can water. One of them I will use on this guy. He's always right up there. And then I'll go back and get some more water. I just like to clear out the phantoms so that they're not chasing my teammates around and going all over the place and getting everybody killed for no reason. So that one, I put this little guy in. Alright, and so here is the the right area, middle right area. This is one of the easier ones to get to. It'll either be right here in this grass, it'll be up in this grass, which it is, or it'll be over here in this grass right here. So I'm going to go ahead and let him take me down, get me full hearts, and that'll actually take me to a shortcut back down here. So what I'm going to do, since I'm by myself, I usually just kind of drop off my keys at the well here, and if I'm playing with my friends, I let my friends turn in the keys. while I go get more keys. So here's another web that we need to take down. This is one of the places that the random key can be. We'll trap them. There's 3 phantoms here. This is just like the easy section was. And of course the key is not here this time, it looks like, so it's going to be in the 3rd area. Just make sure I didn't miss it. I'm lagging out a little bit trying to record. Okay, it's not here. Alright, so the next area where there's always a key is what I call base camp. It's really, it's like the middle left side of the map. I call it base camp because here's the key, as a matter of fact. It's either here, down where that grass was. It might be here where this grass is. It could also be, this is where a lot of people can't find the key. It's usually right here next to this campfire, and it's right below it. I call it base camp because it kind of looks like a little base camp. So, and there's a couple little guys running around. And the key could also be over in this general area. By those pillars. So there's a few places in there that it could be, but it's always in one of those sections. So I'm going to take my little key around. And this is why I say I usually let them just kill me, because then I don't have to run all the way back over here. And it actually ends up being a lot quicker if I just let them get me. Alright, so the last place that that random key can be is right here with this little guy. And there he is. And him I just put into this trap. And you can time that a little better so that you don't get hit. I just was being lazy. And there's one of your treasure chests here too. This one gives you 200 gems. This is the only treasure chest past the gate. So here's that other random key. I'm going to go ahead and while I'm here with water, go ahead and get rid of this little guy. Sometimes I'll go up and do these guys first before I go into the base camp, but I didn't this time. Alright, so here is one of my keys. And I think I only have 1 heart, if you'll see down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and see if I can figure out where the other key is before I die. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now I know where to look for it. And I got a shortcut back to town here. There we go. And now I know exactly where to go get that last key. So that last key is always in the top area, but it could be once again in one of the sides or in the middle. If you're lucky, it's on one of the sides. You can, and I'll show you how you can do this without having to go through them all. So this is the side that it's not on. If you tried to run all the way around, you know, the big area, if you only have 3 hearts, it would take you, it would be really hard to get them all. So if you only have 3 hearts, this is the way I do it. I kind of run up here, say, oh, there's not a key, and I run over here without him touching me, and he'll leave me alone. So then I'll run up to this guy and see if he has the key. If he has it, great. I just let him attack me. If he doesn't, then I have to get through this. This is where having a good glove helps, and the key will be right here in the middle section. So I'm just going to let him get me and take the express train down to here. So you'll notice I have my 4 keys. Like I said, I just kind of set them around there since it's just me. And I'm going to go turn in these keys. So I always do this bottom cage first. The reason is that he takes the longest to get to the little jumping area. So it gives him more time to get up there and I'm not having to wait on him. So I always do him first. The other ones you can kind of do them whatever order you want, but this is how I do it to get through it fast. Now granted, this isn't the fastest game I play just because I'm trying to show you guys, but hopefully you can use the information to get through it a little quicker. So then you have Doris and Marty here. We're going to take those keys. And it's really good, like if I'm playing with a friend of mine or something, is one of us will go grab the keys and then the other one, and drops them off at the well, and the other person will go and put the keys into the cages. You know, sometimes we'll just take turns doing it, whatever works out for you guys. If I'm by myself, I do it this way. If I'm with a group of people that I don't know, I'll just go get a key and drop it off at the cage, and then go get the next key and drop it off at a cage instead of using the well. But alright, and this is the one cage I always do last, is Charles, just because he has the shortest distance to run. Then we sit on the seal and we start hopping. The more people that hop, the faster the gate goes down. So if you're in a team and you have more than one people, more than one person jumping on the seal, this cage gate goes down a lot faster. Once it goes down, we're going to go into the cave. There it goes. Enter and explore the cavern. If you'll notice, she has a little pop-up. You don't actually have to click on that. You can do it without wasting the time. Run down. This is the left section of the hard mode. There's always one somewhere in this left section, kind of going through the areas. It'll either be here, it'll be over here. So it's kind of always in one of those little areas there. Alright, so that's the left section, and now we're going to go do the top right section. I'm just going to follow this around. There's a little pattern. I always kind of go in the same pattern. And you can already see the gem right there. So you can go up here, and you can go down this slide to get the gem. You can also, so there's the gem. Let me just show you real fast. If you go up here, sometimes the gem is also up here. And this slide will take you straight over to this little platform. So there's like 3 spots that it can be in the left section. There's 3 spots in the top right section. And then there's 3 spots that it could be in the middle section, the bottom original easy mode section. Oops, I took the wrong slide. Sometimes I hit the wrong slide, but that's okay. So sometimes it's right here on this little floating platform, and sometimes it's over here next to this guy. And if it's not in those places, you can take this long slide down, and it'll be right up here. So it's always in one of those 3 spots. If you take this slide, it's going to take you to the fox cave. If you have a fox, you can click on it and go through. In the easy mode, the fox cave exists. However, in the hard mode, once you get past the fox cave and you go on, obviously I don't have my fox. There's a treasure chest there that gives you a random item, and you can keep going further than that, and you'll find a lion cage or lion cave. You have to have someone that has to have a lion with you to get into that one, and that's where you get the slingshots. So is with the lion. You have to have a fox and a lion to get to the lion section to get the slingshots. So now that I got my 3rd alpha stone, I will go ahead and take that up and drop it off. And cross our fingers that we got a good prize. And you do get 50 courage points once the 3rd alpha stone is put in. Everybody gets it, so it doesn't matter who carries it. The top middle is gems. The bottom left is 1,000 gems. I think the first one is 750 gems, if I remember right. The top left, top right, and bottom right are all a random prize. Everybody in your group will get the same prize if they click on the same chest. So sometimes if you take turns, you can help out your buddies and let them know what it's going to be. So just for the sake of picking one, I went ahead and picked the bottom right. I got a Freedom Mask, which is one of the cool little rares that you can get. Not too bad. not one of the greatest items, but it's not bad either. It's actually a pretty cool little rare, especially for people who like to collect the rares. So anyway, so that's the adventure for hard mode of the Phantom Portal. So I hope that helped you out and you learned something along the way, even if it was just a hidden chest you didn't know about, or where some of the things were that you kept losing. So hope that helps you out, and have a happy jamming time on your next adventure.